Hey guys, today's question comes from Jennifer, and Jennifer asked, I typically reverse well out of a show and then a few months into improvement season start gaining weight rapidly, even when I'm 100% compliant on plan. I never seem to be able to increase my calories that much. Then I struggle to lose again. What is the best way to maintain a healthy off-season weight? So this is a really common question. People going from a show to off-season and rapidly gaining weight. And a lot of times people will say, I'm only eating 2,000 calories, I'm eating clean the whole time, I'm eating maintenance calories, but I'm gaining weight. Well, the reality is this: if you're gaining weight, you're not at maintenance calories. So your presumed maintenance calories, like the math that you do, may be totally off than what your body is at now after a show, because you go through this adaptation process. You go through it hormonally, metabolically, and yes, you're going to be burning a little bit less calories at the end of prep than you were when you started prep. Usually it's not a ton, but sometimes it could be pretty dramatic depending on how aggressive your prep was. So the way to bring this back the right way is to not assume that your maintenance calories are anything. And I think that there's a lot of bad media out there, especially when you look at like dietitians and different nutritionists like that, and they always have this like, you need 2,000 calorie diet to be healthy. Guys need 2,800 calories to be healthy. There's so many factors that go into it that there should be no blanket calorie set point where people are just like, oh, this is how many you need. Because there isn't like a set point for anyone. There's a big difference of a female who's 4'11", 90 pounds on stage to 5'10", 140 pounds on stage, but yet both are being told you need 2,000 calories, right? So that's the one thing you gotta do. You gotta shift your mindset, and remember, this is not like your regular registered dietitian health diet. This is a contest prep diet for a sport. And yes, you may be eating significantly less calories than you think you should when you're going to maintenance calories. Now, the way that I like doing off seasons is I like to gain minimal weight. You'll hear me say all the time, I don't want people gaining about more than 8% of their stage weight. That's a safe, easy number. If you're 120 pounds on stage, an easy number, you stay about 10 pounds within those 10 pounds, 8 to 10 pounds, and in the off season. And then it's very simple for you to go back into in season. You're gonna lose 8 to 10 pounds for a show. You'll get ready in 8 to 10 weeks at 1 pound a week. That's super simple. The key is not going too far back. And that's how you gotta look at these things if you're going to be a professional athlete. If you really want to take this to the next level and not just be like one of the many amateurs that go do a show, blow up, and never get to that next step, the way you should be doing it is capturing days every single day. So every competitor and you start off at the same position. You go to 1, you go to 2, you go to 3. They go to 1, they go to 2, they go to 3, and they go back to 2 and back to 1 and back to neutral position again. While you still stay at 3, and then you go to 4, and then you go to 5, and that's how you get to the next level. But that happens in the off season. So yes, you may need to do less calories than you want to do in order to maintain a leaner off season and have easier in season preps because of it. So the way I like to do it is do quality, almost maintenance calories where we're still gaining muscle, because you can still gain a lot of muscle at maintenance calories. You can still gain a lot of muscle even in a caloric deficit. So I like to take your time. Don't think you ever need to bulk. Bulking is a terrible idea, and the main reason that it's a terrible idea is that I like to do things like on inches and also in pounds when I'm looking at people. So when you're bulking, typically you'll gain 1/4 inch a week on your waistline. And so the problem is that when you're cutting, you'll lose 1/4 inch a week on your waistline. So when you gain 1 inch total a month for 4 months, well, now you just added 16 weeks of prep just to get you back to neutral again. Instead of doing that, why not just avoid that completely? Because the problem is when you're bulking and you're trying to get as much as you can gain muscle-wise, and you're gaining that 1/4 inch a week, and you're gaining those extra pounds, you might be maximizing your muscle growth. The problem is you're gonna have to diet all that body fat off, and then you're gonna lose some of that new muscle anyway from dieting so hard to get it off. So my plan is for you is to just adjust where you think your maintenance calories are. Don't go so heavy in the off season with your calories. Constantly be progressive in the sport. Get to the next level every single day and don't go backwards. And maintain a really close to stage weight in the off season. So not crazy, not like right at stage weight, but 8%, there's no reason that you can't make all the progress in the world that you need to, staying 6 to 8% above your stage weight. So hopefully that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys next time.